Mayapur, 37th position in the whole world. Udar Gaur Sundar Prabhu, 19,304 book points. Udar Gaur Sundar. So all these chadars are Mahachadars from their lordships. 7th position in Mayapur, 35th position in the whole world is Mahapuran Prabhu. And his book points is 19,582 book points. So 6th position in Mayapur, 34th position in the whole world, Bipin Bihari Prabhu. And his book points is 20,613 book points. Fifth position in Mayapur, 28th position in the whole world is Srivas Prem Prabhu. And he distributed, his book points is 23,590 book points. Then the 4th position in Mayapur, 15th position in the whole world, Kamal Nayan Prabhu. And his book points is 43,273 book points. So 3rd position in Mayapur and 8th position in the whole world. Very, very special personality from ISKCON Mayapur. He is the founder of our book distribution in Mayapur. His Holiness Jai Pataka Swami Maharaj. And Maharaj book points is 68,618 book points. 2nd position in Mayapur and 6th position in the whole world is Bharadwaj Prabhu. And his book points is 17,071 book points. Hare Krishna. So now I'll announce the top book distributor of ISKCON Mayapur and 3rd position in the whole world, Banamali Mukunda Prabhu. Banamali Mukunda Prabhu is also the top distributor of different sets of books in the whole world. So Maharaj will say something about Banamali Mukunda Prabhu.
Not about exactly about Banamali Mukunda Prabhu. See, it's about the book distribution. Banamali Mukunda Prabhu became first in Mayapur and 3rd position in the world. And where is distributing books? He distributes books in Orissa. Orissa is a state, the poorest state of India. Yes, poorest state of India. And I feel very surprised. Before, to give a 4 rupee book, it will be so difficult. How these poor people, they are buying hundreds of sets of Chaitanya Charitamrita. there must be something miracle behind these things. How Mahaprabhu's mercy and Prabhupada's mercy working. The day I heard from Venudhar Prabhu that Mayapur is fast, I couldn't believe because I never think Mayapur can become fast. With Bombay, Delhi, whatever our boys they do throughout year, in 1 month, they keep them behind. They go to big company, 5,000, 10,000, and our boys, they have to go with heavy bags, house to house. I was never dreaming these things. I was very surprised, throughout how this happens. Of course, the special mercy of Srila Prabhupada, last Sankirtan Prabhu said, Srila Jayapataka Goswami Maharaj, every year, very intimately, he guides us for Sankirtan. This year, he was all the time in hospital in Delhi. But sitting there in hospital every night, he would call each and every bus leaders. I don't do that things. He was so concerned. He's writing emails again to Mayapur management and so many different ways. Maybe His Holiness Jayapataka Maharaj is inspired by sitting in Delhi because as Sankirtan Prabhu said, getting inspiration. But whatever it is, so it is very important for Mayapur project. Prabhupada has said, if my book distribution will go on nicely, then everything will follow automatically. And this we have seen. Prabhupada's time all over the world, how everything was flourishing, then some area book distribution came down and everything came down. We have seen last 20 years. So that is the reason why such an important time has been given for book distribution. Book distribution is life, and Prabhupada said, book distribution stop, our ISKCON society will close down. So that much important this book distribution is. So just I wanted to say a few words, how important this book distribution, the book is our life and soul of our ISKCON project. We have, by the mercy of Prabhupada, more than 100 brahmacharis, 108, very good number, 108 brahmacharis. We don't do December marathon. Our boys, they don't do December marathon. They do marathon throughout the year. Yes. Otherwise, you can never compete Bombay and Delhi if you don't do throughout the year. Not possible. So I pray all Delhi devotees, book distributors to bless us also. So every year they can keep us ahead of us. Then Hare Krishna.
So, before Prakash Prabhu starts his talk, I'll announce one very special devotee's name. So, he has been distributing books for ISKCON Mayapur in Sankirtan department. His name is Kamalapati Prabhu. And he has been distributing for last 24 years. So, and he is doing book bag, door to door, shop to shop for last 24 years. He is doing book distribution in ISKCON Mayapur. So we are really thankful, and he is the inspiration of all Sankirtan boys of ISKCON Mayapur. And
Is Mother Sundari here? Where? Come quickly. Jaldi aao, jaldi aao.
so Madhusundar Prabhu is from Delhi.
Mother Sundari is the #1 book distributor in the world. And Bhakta Rakesh is shown as number 1, but Madhusudan actually goes out. He goes out on book distribution 365 days a year. And he does one-to-one book distribution. So, where is Madhusudan? Yes.
Hare Krishna. Now Prabhupada will speak, then we will give another small, we will give hours to 10 bus leader, then His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Maharaj will speak, then we will end the program.
Hare Krishna. I'm looking at the clock, so I will be very short. I'm also very confused because Delhi has been number 1 in the world for the last 7 years, and Gopal Krishna Maharaj has come to Mayapur, and Jayapataka Maharaj went to Delhi. So there's something going on. Sankirtan Nitai Prabhu said that Gopal Krishna Maharaj gave his blessings, but I think he might have had his fingers crossed when he was giving those blessings. Because he just pointed out to me on the list, we have the list in front of us, he just pointed out to me that yes, Delhi is second, but there are actually 2 temples in Delhi, and the other Delhi is fourth, and he says if you put them together, then they would become first. So he's just been lobbying me to maybe make that arrangement for next year. But it's just fantastic. I think, you know, the building of the Temple of the Vedic Planetarium just out behind us, it's rising. Every day it's rising 1 inch, 2 inch, 1 foot, whatever the case may be. And it seems that as the temple is rising, everything else related to Krishna consciousness around the world is rising. And book distribution is one of those things. His Grace Vijay Prabhu can give the statistics, but this has been one of the best years for book distribution in ISKCON for over, as far as I know, over a decade, but for a very 2 decades, 20 years, this is the best book distribution year. So it's absolutely glorious. I'm also noticing number 16 on the list. Number 16 is Bhaktivedanta Manor from the UK. So we've got a little way to go to catch up with Delhi and Mayapur, but we'll keep trying. And on that note, I just want to say, Maharaj said when he was speaking, he was saying that Prabhupada emphasized book distribution time and time again, that this is the Brihat Madanga. And of course Prabhupada, anything that would bring people to Krishna, anything that would give people the opportunity to serve Krishna, he supported. But of course, time and time again, he emphasized book distribution was really the best way that we can do that. And I just want to give you one little story, very short, that one of the biggest book distributors this year at Bhaktivedanta Manor, where they came 16th on the list, one of the biggest book distributors, he joined, his first contact with Krishna consciousness, very first contact with Krishna consciousness, was he found one of Srila Prabhupada's books. I think it was The Perfection of Yoga. But have a guess where he found it. He found it in a dustbin. Somebody had been given that book and they had put it in the dustbin. But he somehow or other found that in the dustbin, he brought it home, he read it, he became a devotee, and now he was one of our top distributors in the UK this year. So we don't know, when we're distributing books, we don't know what effect they will actually have. So no matter how big we are, our motto in the UK, and I think Bhakti Purushottam Maharaj mentioned it, that, or Sankirtan Nitai maybe mentioned it, that there were 2,700 or 2,000, however many devotees there were distributing books. We have a motto in the UK, a little from a lot. that no matter how small it is, even if you distribute one book, you don't know what potency the distribution of that book will have for you as a devotee pleasing Srila Prabhupada, but also for the person that you distribute it to. So really, Anjay Patakar is leading the charge from his hospital bed in Delhi. He has come somewhere. I mean, you know, he came on the list of book distributors here. He came, according to this list, 8th in the whole world from his hospital bed in Delhi. So we really don't know. Any little bit that we do, we don't know how potent it can be. So I will just finish by mentioning that I would also like you, all you book distributors, to actually record your stories, particularly those unusual, impressive stories, because they are such an inspiration for devotees around the world if you can record your book distribution stories. So thanks again to all of the devotees all over ISKCON, all over the planet who've engaged in book distribution this year, and particularly for Prabhupada's Marathon. But a big, 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 big thank you to the Mayapur devotees for topping Delhi for the first time in 7 years. ISKCON Mayapur,
Hare Krishna.